So we're talking about movement, we're talking about observing movement, and we know we can look at movement from a local perspective or a global perspective. Now we're talking about global perspective. Remember, local perspective was a joint, but global perspective is when we're actually looking at the entire body. So we're looking at basic shapes. We can look at globally flexed body positions, we can look at globally extended body positions, laterally flexed, rotated positions, or combinations of all of those. At the global level, I like to talk about skill. Remember, at a local level, I talked about strength. At this level, I like to talk about skill. And here, skill is an opportunity to really differentiate what technique means and what skill means. When we talk about technique, technique is something that is very specific. And this is something that is really defined by purpose, as you very well know. But what is underlying each technique is a skill. And this skill is general. And I'll give you an example here. Let's say the technique is a 1 rep max snatch at the Olympics. That looks very specific. It may vary a little bit depending on who's lifting or how much they're lifting, but the technique to perform that snatch, picking up the barbell from the ground to overhead, is very specific. But the snatching mechanics looks different depending on the purpose, because I could be snatching a barbell, I could snatch a kettlebell, a dumbbell, a sandbag, and I joke around maybe a baby. All these different snatching techniques are the underlying principle of skill that lies beneath each technique. And our skill is our ability to apply that movement pattern. This is application of a movement pattern, of movement. And that is also known as skill transfer. And if you look at this here at a global level, what are we really studying? Well, we're studying the skill, which really defined is our ability to apply strength. And if you remember, strength is your capacity to move. It's your capacity to get into positions. So me and some coaches, we like to joke around and say, how strong do you need to be in terms of movement strength to perform a pistol? Well, strong enough. How strong do you need to be to run a marathon? Strong enough. It is dependent on your skill level. How able are you to apply that strength? And that comes with practice. But if we don't understand that skill is the foundation of each technique, each expression, then we're missing out. And that's why the language of movement is so important. And these global shapes are actually what are going to unify all movement patterns in there and out there and actually show us how they come together in the very end.